Hey YouTubers, it's Smoking XC77 again. Anyway, so unfortunately my iPad battery died, so yeah, I'm just continuing the video as I left off. Sorry about the camera right there. So yeah, this is going to be the part 2 of the 6 years since I started smoking video. Anyway, so I do apologize for that happening. What happened was the iPad ran out of battery space on the iPad right here, so I'll have to continue the video on my camcorder. So anyway, I still have my beer. I finished with my cigar. Anyway, so this camera has plenty of memory. So I was just about to, actually luck was on my side when it cut off, because it was actually a good point where it was to kind of like do to be continued because yeah. So I wanted to start talking about, and this is the same video obviously, makes no difference whatsoever because I fixed the camera right here. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I want to talk about what I have noticed health-wise in the last 6 years for smoking. So yeah, so I have noticed for health in the last 6 years, obviously I was starting to say in the video, pipe smoking is obviously not healthy, no smoking is healthy, or no tobacco use is healthy. Yeah. So what have I noticed for health-wise in the last video? And obviously this will, my old subscribers, people who used to be subscribed to my channel for a long time or are subscribed to my channel for a long time, they'll obviously know these things because I do videos on this on like a regular basis. So just adjusting the iPad. So nothing my current older subscribers will not know, but for my newer subscribers, people who just subscribed, like say a day ago, 2 days ago, a week ago, they may or may not know this. So anyway, yeah, so what have I noticed health-wise in the last 6 years? So I have noticed basically not much. Really, despite the propaganda out there, I really haven't noticed much for health-wise. So basically same basic things I've always discussed in my videos. My 1 year, 2 years since I started smoking, 3 years since I started smoking. So I've noticed dry gums, dry mouth, a little bit of a dry throat. I can't, yeah, that's basically what I've noticed. Basically when you smoke, it can tend to irritate your mouth a little bit, your oral cavity a little bit. So biggest thing I've noticed is just having a dry mouth in general, or a drier mouth. I've always had kind of a dry mouth in general because I take medication, but yeah, just a drier mouth. Drier gums, drier lips, you know, my tongue being a little drier in general, my cheeks, my floor of mouth, roof of mouth, just being a little bit drier in general. And just having a little bit of a drier mouth in general. So, yeah. Nothing substantial. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't even classify that as even like a major health. Definitely not a major health effect. You know, a minor health effect here and there. It's not major. It's not anything dangerous, really. I obviously do take a glass of water after I smoke to alleviate the dry mouth. I'll be discussing about that later. So yeah, I do occasionally wake up with a slightly scratchier throat. So, for example, when I wake up in the morning, especially if I smoked a lot the day before, my throat can be a little bit scratchy. Nothing like I'm a horse or I have like freaking COPD or anything like that. Nothing like that. But I can have a little bit of like a hoarse voice when I wake up initially. Again, nothing major. Nothing I would classify as like a major health factor. But it's something I've noticed, especially in the last probably year or so, year to 2 years, is I I can have a little bit of a hoarser voice when I wake up. And that could just be because I'm tired, could be because I smoked a little bit too much yesterday or the day before or whatever. Also, I do get occasionally, and this is something I've noticed in the last probably couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years, is I do get, not really sores, but I do get little patches of skin in my mouth, because obviously your mouth has skin, just like your skin in your body. Little patches in my mouth, they're a little bit sore. I wouldn't call them canker sores, but I would call them like, you know how people who dip, for example, or chew tobacco get, what they call gator lip or leukoplakia on their mouth from chewing or dipping tobacco? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like, hold on a second, YouTubers, I have to do something really quickly. I'll be right back. Hey YouTubers, I'm back. I just had to let my cat into my room. I'm actually going to put my cat on my bed right now. So, yes, this video has had some interruptions. I really do apologize for this. I'm doing my best to do as little as possible. So, I'm just going to bring my cat on my bed and then I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. Okay, so, yeah, so that's something I've also noticed. My cat just wanted to come into my room and settle and relax. So for instance, no, kitty, no, we're not going to step on the paper. We're going to be a nice kitty and we're going to lie down. Yep, it's actually my cat's birthday today. He's 18. And he's going to be a nice kitty. He's going to lie down and he's not going to bother me. So, anyway, so yeah, just like how people who dip or chew tobacco, they get, you know, little, you know, gator lip or leukoplakia in their mouth. I also do get, I wouldn't call, like I said, I wouldn't call them sores in my mouth. I would call them more, like, a little bit of irritated skin. And that's due to holding the pipe in my mouth a certain way. When I hold my pipe in my mouth, just trying to, yep, let's see. I'm trying to just, fix my papers. Okay. Okay, I don't think I need a paper clip. Anyway. Okay, so I'm sorry this video's kind of been over all over the place. I'm trying to record it as best as possible. Okay, so, yeah, I wouldn't call them sores in my mouth. Some people are going to get the wrong idea and say, like, well, you must have, like, these horrible, like, open, bleeding canker sores in your mouth. No. It's not like that. It's like, the way I describe it, with a little bit of sores in my mouth, or a little bit of irritated, it's more irritated skin. It's not really a sore. I wouldn't call it a canker sore. I would call it more of like a piece of skin in my mouth that's a little bit irritated. So, for example, because I hold the pipe in my mouth on my lip like this, I can show you right now. Like I hold the pipe like this. I rest the the mouthpiece on my lip right here. I do get occasionally, and I do really mean occasionally. I don't mean every single day. Some people can get the wrong impression from this health information that I'm getting these effects every single day, 2, 3, 4 times a day. No. So occasionally, maybe once a month, I'll get a little bit of a piece of skin in my mouth that's a little bit irritated, just a little bit puffy and a little bit irritated. I'll discuss about that later. I also, the final thing I noticed health-wise after 6 years of smoking is that I do get, and this is, I'm trying to describe this in the most appropriate way, the most professional way to describe this I'm not kind of being silly. And yes, I've been really silly in this video. So I'm just making sure this uploads. So anyway, I'm just doing my iPad. This is all over the place. So anyway, so I do get from smoking, especially when I smoke fast, when I smoke more quickly, especially a pipe, not really a cigar, but definitely a pipe, I can get a little bit of, how would I describe it? A little bit like a gagging reflex. Nothing, I know a lot of the anti-tobacco fanatics are going to say, well, you must be like, you know, feeling like you're going to throw up, you're going to feel like, you know, you're going to cough up blood. No, nothing like that. I get, like, especially if I smoke a pipe too fast. I'm just looking at my iPad. I'm just making sure this is uploaded. Sorry if I look down. I'm not being disrespectful by looking down at the iPad. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you're being disrespectful by looking at it on the iPad. Real YouTubers keep their eyes focused with the camera. So, yeah. Yeah. I was just checking something, sorry. So, yeah, I wouldn't call it a serious problem, but I do get a little bit of a gagging reflex from smoking, especially if I smoke too fast. So if I'm smoking a pipe like this pipe right here, and I'm puffing it really, 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 really fast. So yeah, I'm puffing really fast. I can get a little bit of a gag in my throat. That's obviously from smoking the pipe too fast, puffing too fast, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's really what I've noticed health-wise. I mean, despite the propaganda out there that all smoking kills, that kind of stuff, that's really what I've noticed health-wise. So we are actually officially done with page 1. We are finally done with page 1. That took 45 minutes. Yeah. So now I want to talk about what I do to reduce my health risks. Now, obviously, like I said, smoking is unhealthy. We all know it's not healthy for you. What are some things I do to reduce my risk of getting health-related problems? Because obviously I don't want to end up with cancer. I don't want to end up getting sick. So some things I do to reduce my Some things I do to reduce my health risks are moderation, for instance. I only smoke in moderation. Like I said in my video that's uploaded on my iPad right now, I don't chain smoke. I don't smoke like 10 cigars a day, 20 pipes a day. I only smoke 3 times a day, occasionally 4, very occasionally 4. So I keep it in moderation, first of all. Second off, I don't inhale. I don't actually inhale the smoke. So when you saw me smoking my cigar on my iPad, just checking that, sorry, I really do apologize that this video's been all over the place with me having to pause it for a sec. But I'm sure most of you understand that life gets in the way. So don't whine, don't complain. So obviously I don't inhale. I don't actually inhale the pipe smoke into my lungs or inhale the cigar smoke into my lungs. Also, I smoke in a ventilated space. One thing that really does help, for me at least, is, for me, smoking in a ventilated space. I only smoke in a space that has been ventilated, meaning I'm not smoking in a closed garage or closed place. I occasionally do smoke in my tobacconist smoking lounge, but in general I always keep the garage door open. I smoke on the deck. I smoke outside, where it's ventilated, so I don't breathe in my own secondhand smoke. That's something I do to reduce my health risk, because obviously when you breathe in your own secondhand smoke, you put yourself at high risk for developing heart disease and you know, respiratory infections, because you are breathing in the secondhand smoke. Obviously, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I quit cigarettes years and years and years ago. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. And also, something I have been doing for the last probably I'm not being disrespectful by looking down at the iPad right here. Yeah, so, yeah. I know a lot of people are going to say, you know, smoking SC77, why are you looking at the iPad? Isn't that so disrespectful to your viewers that you're not giving them attention? Well, that's just something I'm doing. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, so one thing I do is, in the last probably, I would say 4 years, is I got a tip from my friend, Rain Dog, who, I'm not sure if he's on YouTube anymore, but he suggested, in order to reduce your risk of oral cancer, or specifically gum cancer, you should rinse your mouth out with water, just regular water, not salt water, not anything like that. Just regular water after you smoke. So that's something I've been doing for the last probably 4 years or so, is after I smoke, I take, you know, 2 small glasses of water, 2 little Dixie cups of water, and just rinse out and spit out the water, or drink the water. What it does basically is it cleans out your mouth. Because really, the big risk to a pipe smoker and a cigar smoker is oral cancer. It's gum, lip, tongue cancer, pharynx cancer, throat cancer, or larynx cancer, whatever. So it's not so much lung cancer because you're not inhaling. It's more cancer of the lip, the mouth, the cheek, the gum, so, which is not very common to begin with. So anyway, I do that because what it does is, by drinking the water, it rinses out the tar and the smoke odor in your mouth. It also makes your mouth taste a lot better because when you smoke, it does leave kind of a nasty taste in your mouth. So I do like to drink something other than like beer or wine. I do like to rinse out with like water or mouthwash. Obviously, I do brush my teeth. I do. That's the next thing I want to say is I do maintain very good oral hygiene, which is very important for a pipe smoker or a cigar smoker. Some people, for whatever reason, have thought I have terrible oral hygiene, but my teeth look yellow. But I actually have excellent oral hygiene. I brush my teeth twice a day, I floss once a day, and I rinse with mouthwash twice a day. So yeah, I have very good oral hygiene. I practice very good oral hygiene, and that's very important for a pipe smoker. I know I'm repeating myself, but because, again, to a pipe smoker, contrary to popular belief that all smoking results in lung cancer, that's not actually true. The biggest risk by far to a pipe smoker is probably getting cancer in their lip. Probably the biggest risk to a cigar smoker is whatever. So that is definitely something I do to reduce my risk of getting oral cancer or oral problems, is maintain very good oral hygiene. Also, I have a dentist. I see an adult dentist. I have the dentist check my mouth every 6 months for oral cancer. So that's something anyone should do, whether they smoke or not, or drink or not. So, also do other things, just like, not, you know, constantly thinking about smoking, all that kind of stuff. So, okay. Next thing I want to say is, obviously I don't inhale pipe smoke or cigar smoke. For whatever reason on YouTube, there seems to be a lot of people who think the whole point of smoking is to inhale and get buzzed. No, it's not. So, I don't actually inhale pipe smoke. I do puff a pipe, I do puff a cigar, I do smoke, I do exhale through my nose, but I don't inhale. And pipe and cigar smoke contrary to popular belief, contrary to the tobacco smoke inhaling zealots, is not meant to be inhaled. It's not meant to be actually physically inhaled through the lungs. And contrary to popular belief also, you can get nicotine through your mouth, through your nose, not just through your lungs. A lot of people are under the impression that, well, if you don't inhale, you get no buzz. That's not true. Your mouth absorbs nicotine. Your nose absorbs nicotine. So you don't need to inhale to get a buzz. You can get, I've gotten an insanely strong buzz with just puffing a pipe. Okay, so now I want to talk a little bit about what my doctors and dentists say about my my pipe smoking and cigar smoking habit. So basically, I'm not going to use anyone's name or anything. Basically, my doctor has said your lungs sound fantastic. So as far as the doctors can tell, I'm not going to mention any names because that's my confidentiality. Pipe smoking and cigar smoking has had virtually no effect on my lungs. My doctor says that I have great lungs. Your lungs sound fantastic. You know, he says that at every annual appointment. He says, "Oh, your lungs sound fantastic." Also, my dentist has, I'm not going to use his name because that's his confidentiality. Yeah, he said basically, as per your pipe smoking and cigar smoking, your gums, meaning my gums, I'm referring to myself in the third person, look a little puffy in places. They look a little irritated in places. Meaning, when he's examining my mouth, he has said about 2 or 3 times, that my gums look a little puffy in places, meaning my teeth aren't falling out, my gums aren't black, but he has said there's a little bit of irritation in my gums. My gums look a little irritated in places, and a little puffy in places. So, the last time I saw my dentist was November 2014. Basically, he has said, and the hygienist has said also, that my mouth looks really good, my teeth look really good. The only thing he has said negative about my, I'm sorry, look at my iPad again, I'm not being disrespectful. Yeah, all he's really said regarding my I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just looking down my iPad. All he's really said regarding my pipe smoking is that my gums have taken a little bit of damage. He can't really say that's due to medication or due to pipe smoking and cigar smoking for sure. But he can say definitely that my gums have a little bit of puffiness on them. So, yeah. Anyway, let me search it off my iPad so I'm not constantly looking at it. And, anyway. So, yeah. So the next thing I want to talk about is, let's see. The biggest thing I can attribute to pipe smoking in the last 6 years is basically dry mouth, dry gums, dry throat. That's really it. I mean, despite what the anti-tobacco people portray as one cigarette will kill you, no. Really, the biggest thing I notice on a daily basis is just I have a drier mouth. Is my mouth and my throat is more dry. So, nothing huge, nothing negative, nothing like, oh my god, my teeth are falling out, nothing like that. It's just, I have a drier mouth in general. Yeah, so in my daily life, what have I noticed? For health-wise, really all I've noticed on a daily basis is that my throat is a little bit more sensitive. So, for example, when it's cold outside, when it's very cold or very dry inside, I notice me sort of stand up. My legs are a little bit tired. So yeah, when it's very dry inside, for example, my throat is a little bit more sensitive to the dryness. It's a little bit more sensitive to that. So yeah, I do get probably a tickle in my throat more often than I used to. Yeah. I would say it's fair to say my my mouth or my oral cavity, my teeth, are more sensitive to hot, not spicy hot, but hot and cold foods. For example, if I'm eating something that's really, really hot, just came out of the oven, or something that's really cold, just came out of the freezer, I would say my teeth and my mouth are more sensitive to cold and hot foods as compared to they used to be 6 years ago. And also my lips. Like for example, when it's cold outside or very dry outside, my lips do get more chapped. They do get more chapped and they do get more sensitive. I think it's normal because the pipe smoking is an irritant, and cigar smoking is an irritant. Tobacco is an irritant in general. So I do get some irritation from the smoking. So nothing huge, nothing big deal. Now I want to talk about the problems I don't have. So you're probably saying, well, you know, he probably has stained teeth and horrible breath and all that kind of stuff, and you all smoker's cough, all that kind of stuff. No. So the problems I don't have, and really all I've really noticed is a dry mouth. That's all I really noticed. Is the problems I don't have are a morning cough. I've never noticed a morning cough. I have never noticed any shortness of breath, or wheezing, or regular chest infections, colds, yellow teeth, stained fingernails. My taste and smell hasn't changed. So the common cigarette smoker health effects like stained teeth, yellow fingernails, a morning cough, that kind of stuff, nothing. Absolutely nothing from pipe smoking and cigar smoking yet. So I may have a drier mouth, I may have a little bit more drier lips, and my teeth may be a little bit more sensitive to hot or cold food. But I have absolutely no staining in my fingernails,